Yes, here we're. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sonia Sarkali channel and to this healing meditation that we are going to do today. As always, on Sundays at 12 o'clock. And people are coming, people are joining me. Hello, good morning, welcome, everybody. To Sonia Sarkali channel and healing meditations as every Sunday at 12 o'clock. In this sunny, glorious day here in the UK, today we are going to celebrate the divine food of cacao, chocolate. And the title of this healing meditation today is The Goddess Who Eats Chocolate. And I will explain later in the introduction of the history of cacao about why I choose this title and not the chocolate or cacao goddess. Right? As always, we are going to start with the healing meditation, the purification. To start, sorry, I am trying to do this technology issues at the moment. And I think I am getting better with the technology. It doesn't allow me now. I think I am getting better with the light in Zoom. But today is very sunny day, so I have light everywhere and sunshine. Anyway, every day I am learning. As I said, we are going to start with the healing meditation purification. For the ones who join me today in Zoom, you can see in this photograph the beautiful flower of the fruit of cacao. So with this photograph, we are going to start the healing meditation today. Right? Sit comfortable or lay down as you wish. Back straight, your feet on the ground. Close your eyes. And we are going to start breathing in and breathing out 3 times to release the tensions, the conflicts, the traumas accumulated in our body, in our mind, in our heart. Let's go. When you release, if you want, open your mouth. And if you make noises, it's more effective, or it seems more effective. Right, let's go. And again. Last time. And every time we are releasing, every time we are breathing in and breathing out, we are feeling more relaxed. We are being more in our presence, because at the end of the day, this is your time. And this is a spiritual moment just for you and for your soul. So we are going to start clearing all this area of the face, and we are going to start with the jaw, with the teeth, with the mouth, because we try to accumulate tensions, anger, frustration in this part of our body, in our mouth. And maybe it's just not coming from us, maybe it's just coming from our ancestors. So it's time to release it now, forever, and to be free and to move forward to the future with trust and unconditional love. Let's go. Breathe in and breathe out to release from all this area. And feel how your cells are feeling more relaxed, more free, even more happy. Now we are going to move to our nose because we need to have these channels very free, very open, with nothing stopping us to breathe in the force of life. Let's go. And whatever I said, do it on your own rhythm. If you need to spend more time in the nose or wherever, as you feel. Right? We move to our eyes, our beautiful eyes, where we can see all the precious and radiant colors of Mother Earth, Gaia. Let's go. And also from our eyes, we are trying to release all this pressure that we put in our eyes to see better. Or when we are getting a bit older, we try to improve our eyesight. So let's go again, just for the cells of our eyes, to honor our eyes and to be grateful with our body. And to recognize the universe in you, because your body is your universe. Imagine that you are just a little cell in your liver, for example. Yes, a whole universe there. Let's go. So now we are going to move to our brain, to those billions with B of neurons that we have, that they are working every second, even when we are sleeping, for our thoughts, our dreams, our memories. So now it's time to release what is not useful anymore. And then our neurons can work free and improving memory as well, and to think faster if we need to. Let's go. Yes, feel how your neurons and your brain is freer. And blessing and bless your neurons and your brain. Now we are moving to this part of the body, our shoulders, neck. So we are going to move very gentle. First, our shoulders, shake them, very gentle, just to release any luggage we carry. Probably it's our luggage from the past. Sometimes it's luggage from other people that we don't need to. We trust. We trust in the universe. We trust in the energy. So we are protected. Let's go. Shake it, very gentle, because we are honoring our body. We are gentle with ourselves. Okay, we do the same with our neck, very gentle. To let the blood and the force of life flows in our body, from our brain to the rest of the body. Okay, perfect. And now we are going to focus in our arms and hands, beautiful hands. With these hands, with these little hands, we can create. We can create the universe. We can be the goddess creatrix. So honor your hands, honor your arms, elbows. Put your awareness in this part of your body. And breathe in and breathe out to release any blockages that we have for creativity or for rational things, logical things. Right hand. Let's go. Very good. And now, with our hands, and now they are getting with lots of energy, they are now healing hands, and you can feel the warmth in your hands. We are going to put them under our stomach. Yes, and you can feel it, how your hands started to heal. Because now we are going to focus in all these internal organs. We are going to release sadness from our lungs. We are going to release anger, passive or active, from our liver. Fear from our stomach and intestines. So let's go with a big breathing to get rid of all these issues that maybe they are blocking us. Let's go. Again. Even our sexual organs as well, that they are for fertility, but not only for babies, for creativity as well. So it could be good if you visualize your sexual organs full of beautiful flowers. And this is a way to put love as well in our sexuality. Now we move on and we put our hands in our knees, because now we are going to focus in our legs, knees, feet, toes. And what we do with our legs, we just move or run or jump or walk. Travel is very important to move, but also symbolically, spiritually. Our legs, we need them to be flexible to understand the others and to ourselves as well, and to move forward in the future. Okay, so we are going to release all these fears for the future. Let's go, my darlings. And again, to move to the future with unconditional love, happiness, joy, and trust. And to believe in yourselves. Good, the energy now is amazing. And now, after we have been honoring and releasing from our body, our mind, we are going now to our heart, our soul. So we put our beautiful little hands in our heart. And feel yourself. And when I said feel yourself, feel the spiritual being that you are. Is to connect with you again. In the everyday life, we run, we have to do things. So sometimes we forget to connect with our soul, with ourselves, with the spiritual being that we are in this body, in this life, in these parameters of time and space. But our soul that makes us individuals is connected as well with the source. And you can call it universe, you can call it God or goddess. I don't care. But just connect and be with yourself. I give you 1 minute. And you have to release from here whatever comes, let it go. Breathe in and breathe out. Without some memories or visions that are coming to your mind, and they are a bit sad, I will say, just change them, heal them with love. From here, we are in a high vibration. So from here, when we are pure, it's pure love, and we are protected, and we can manifest things. And from here, miracles can happen. Enjoy being with yourself. The most beautiful thing you are, you have, your soul. And slowly, slowly, we are going to open our eyes, feeling this bliss, these blessings after the purification, feeling that we are one with the universe, with God, with the goddess. And now we are going to travel back in time to learn about a bit of history. It's just very brief about history, anthropology of food, and the origins of cacao, the divine drink of the gods and the goddesses. And we are gods and goddesses. So we are going to start now with all these food products, fruits, that they were coming from Mexico. So be ready. So from Mexico came cacao, of course, pumpkin, chia seeds, avocado, beans, all kind of beans, corn, of course, tomato, that in Mexico is called jitomate, spirulina, that is not a seaweed, it's a bacteria from a Mexican lake. What I forgot? Amaranth. Amaranth, I don't know if you know, but probably is going to be one of these new superfoods for the future. It's another kind of seed. All kind of peppers came from Mexico. Chile, obviously, vanilla as well. Okay, and chile and vanilla, they were used to make the chocolate drink that Aztecs, Mayans, and Olmecs, they were drinking before the European contact with the Spanish conquistadors. And finally, sunflower seeds. Okay, so what is the question? If we have all these products and it's only a few, and they are only the ones from Mexico, what the Europeans we were eating before the discovery of America? What were eating? Well, we were eating cereals like barley, like rye. The wheat, it was for rich people, the white bread. So the working class, they were eating, as I said, these kind of cereals like rye, barley, and a few vegetables like carrots, and there were no potatoes because the potatoes came from Peru as well. So what were we eating? Apples, and of course meat, apples and chestnuts. And with this, they were making what it was the food, and probably for the working class from agriculturists, laborers, they were very basic with the spices from the Oriental countries. So all this food came from Mexico. So, and why is called chocolate? Because the Aztec word for this drink made with cacao, it was chocolatl. And there are different interpretations of the origin of the name. First, because it was the sound when they were shaking the drink, is the sound of chocolate. Or in the Aztec language, Mexican language called Nahuatl, it means sour drink. I had to say as well that the Mexicans, as well with the European contact, they introduced products and foods as well to their diet. For these times, before the European contact, they didn't eat sugar. They didn't know about sugar. So they were pretty healthy. Yes, so they were, the chocolate was a sour drink. And it came, we know because of the contact with the first contact of Hernan Cortes with Montezuma in Mexico City called Tenochtitlan, and it was the Aztec Empire. But before the Aztec Empire, the Mayans know about it, and before all of that, the old civilization of the Olmecs. And from the Mayan Empire, they knew more and better because it was the area of Mesoamerica, like Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, south of Mexico, is the area in the Ecuador that is the one to produce cacao. In another places, doesn't work in the world. Okay, it's only 20 degrees up and down from the line of the equator in our Mother Earth, Gaia. We had to know that the cacao is a fruit. And this sour drink that the Aztecs and Mayas, they were drinking, it was made with water, with beautiful Mexican flowers, with chile, of course. Mexicans, they put chile everywhere. Yes, even in the sweeties for children, you can find chile, pepper, and vanilla. However, the way to make this drink, yes, it was by shaking or pouring, because what it was divine, it was the foam, as you can see in the photographs. And this is an old picture of an Aztec priest pouring the drink from 2 meters to make this foam of the drink. On another way, it was what they call molinillo. This would, it's not a spoon, it's something to shake it. And it was colonial. It was with after the European contact in colonial times. So now we are going to see how important was the cacao in the everyday life in Mexico during these times of Mayans and Aztecs. The cacao seeds, they were sacred, so they were used for rituals like baptisms, from the rites of passage for children to teenagers to adults, like the menorca, when the girl has the menstruation, for example, marriage. In marriage, and The groom and the bride, they had to interchange cacao seeds, and it was five seeds. It was called the drink of the gods because it was just for Montezuma, the emperor of the Aztec civilization, royalty, warriors, and nobles. The working class only, they could drink it in rituals. And if they were drinking it like in an everyday basis, they could be punished, even killed, according to the chronics of colonial times of Bernardino de Sahagún. For the warriors, it was an important food. The warriors, they were treated like royalty as well. And before the battle, they used to drink the chocolate, the drink, or to even eat a few cacao seeds to have the energy and the stamina to go to battle and fight for the whole day, basically. So the cacao, we are saying, is sacred as well. And before the European colonization, they were using the cacao as we used to use the wine for all these rituals. And sometimes the cacao, thank God, substitute the sacrifices. But sometimes they do both, the cacao seeds and the blood. For the anointment, when all these rituals that we said, like baptism, the weddings, the rites of passage, they make with this drink, the anointment, and they put it in the head. So basically, was very easy for the Catholic colonization. They said, okay, now you are going to change the cacao from the wine. And what is the wine? As well, another symbol for sacrifice, for transfiguration. But because this is very briefly, we need to carry on. And now another interesting fact, it was that the cacao seeds, it was the currency. So for example, in the markets during these times, one rabbit, you can have it for 10 seeds of cacao, one blanket, 65 to 100 seeds of cacao is an example. And now we are moving to our divine spiritual universe, because according to the Mayan and Aztec pantheon and mythology, cosmovision, the cacao seeds came because this god, that probably you know, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered snake, the Quetzal snake, is the good god, the better god in all this Mayan and Aztecs mythology. He was so generous that he wanted to share this divine food with the humans. Even though he has problems with the other gods because they were angry and jealous, why Quetzalcoatl gave the cacao seeds to humans? So in Mayan and Aztec mythology, we have the same. Quetzalcoatl, I have to say, is the Aztec name, but in Mayan pantheon is called Kukulkan. And now we are moving after Quetzalcoatl give the cacao seeds to humans. Now we found one god that who is the one to relate it to cacao and trade, and it's called Ixchel. And in April, there is a Mayan festival every year in honor of this god and the cacao and trade. So this is the information I found about divinities related to the cacao seeds. However, maybe I am wrong, and maybe there are more. Okay, so welcome to everybody to give more wisdom to this. So, and then we have the Mayan goddess Ixchel. And Ixchel is like our Mother Earth, is like Gaia because she's the goddess of the creation. She's the goddess of the moon. She's the goddess of water, of the rain, to fertile the land. So we can relate Ixchel as well with the cacao seeds because she's the goddess of agriculture. But when she's angry or she's busy, storms and floods are coming. So please, what we are going to do now, we are going to stop this introduction because it's important, because now during these times of the year, August, first week of September, we know through the news that there are hurricanes, there are floods in many, many countries in the world. So we are going to make a prayer to Ixchel to stop these hurricanes and storms. Yes? So we are going to call her. Ixchel, thank you for your blessings. Thank you for the food you gave us. Thank you for the cacao seeds. Thank you for the rain. But please be gentle with humans. Stop the winds and the storms. We honor you and we recognize your power and your unconditional love. And being humble, we pray for Mother Earth, Gaia, and please help us. Blessings. Heil Ixchel, Heil Ixchel, Heil Ixchel, Heil Ixchel. She is also the goddess of healing and beauty and love. So she is the goddess of all flowers and plants. And see, with animals, she can transform in a rabbit, in a snake, or a jaguar. So this is our Ixchel, and we will meet her later in the guided visualization as well. So as well, we can see this statue, this figure of the chocolate goddess full of cacao beans. However, probably is Ixchel, or probably is a woman who is making a chocolate. It doesn't have to be a goddess. So it's an incognita. And then we have another statue like this, full of cacao, but probably it could be the god Ixchel, the god of cacao, but maybe it's a man who is collecting cacaos. So we don't have still the proof, apart from the god Ixchel, about the god of chocolate and cacao. However, in the last 10, 20 years, because cacao ceremonies are now in vogue, everybody has been done at least one cacao ceremony because cacao is delicious. So that has been a high marketing for pure cacao. So it has become a new goddess called is cacao, but I believe it's just the marketing of cacao shop in Belize. Maybe I am wrong, but I had to clarify. And it's good to create a goddess, and maybe if the collective consciousness, we put it together, we can create is cacao as a new goddess of the new age, of the millennia. However, we need to be accurate a bit with history, as I did. So Cacao, I believe, is a goddess created in the last 10, 20 years. And now people are using the name for cacaos, chocolates bars, healthy chocolate bars, and cacao ceremonies. Okay, so please be aware of this. But I don't agree that it will be good, because who created the gods and the goddesses in the past? Maybe it was an ancestor like Quetzalcoatl. It was a man, he was a hero, but then he becomes a god. But at the end, doesn't matter. It's just energy. Different ways to work with the energy. So here again, another publicity marketing for another kind of cacao in Peru, and it's called Cacao. Right, so was the introduction to explain cacao from the origins in pre-Hispanic times. But now we are going to talk a bit about the contact with the Spanish. And they become the cacaonization. Well, I make up this word, cacaonization, because many academics, they may works as well, words like cocalinization, McDonaldization, so why not cacaonization? Cacao became very popular, not at the beginning, because the Spanish, they were saying, wow, what is this seeds that they give you stamina, but is they are used as currency? And the natives, they think that it is more important than gold. So they took it to Spain, but it was still sour drink. So they started to put sugar, cane sugar, cinnamon, as well vanilla, and they were drinking it. And at the beginning, it was just as well an aristocrat drink. And then it moved to another European countries, from royalties, nobles, aristocrats, and whatever. But this is another history. We come back here to colonial times, when as well the monks and the nuns from different Catholic monasteries, they came to converse the indigenous people of America to Catholicism. They opened convents and monasteries. And always, you know, that nuns and monks, they are always very good creating a new kind of different food, a kind of sweet wine. So in the convents, non-convents in Mexico, they were trying new recipes all the time. And so they try with chocolate. And also, every convent, they have like a salon, a chocolatier salon, where it was the space for the nuns just to have chocolate. And because, as we see later, chocolate, it was taken at the beginning as a medicine. So of course, I am going to the Salon Chocolate to have a drink. Very good. So one of these convents in Puebla, Mexico, mixing food and products from Europe and from other Latin American countries and from Mexico, they created this beautiful recipe that is called mole. Mole is a sauce made with chocolate, but it's made with almonds, okay, from Spain, banana, garlic, onion, coming from Europe. Well, sorry, it has like 30 ingredients, 30, something like that. So at the end, the result is this beautiful, beautiful sauce called mole. So if you have the chance to go to Mexico or Mexican restaurant, I think it's different, you know, to go to a Mexican restaurant here or to go a proper Mexican restaurant in Mexico. Try. Normally they put it with chicken, but I think you can find it with different other things, tacos. So remember that this mole sauce made with chocolate, with cacao, pure cacao, it was made from these nuts. So, as I said before, the cacao started to see as a medicine. So, doctors, they were making experiments of practicing, and they realized that it reduces angina and asthma and cancer, and of course has a calming effect, and it makes you strong, improves energy, it helps with harshness, reduce fever, quenches thirst, and externally is helpful for soothing burns, bronchitis in this and in disinfecting cut. However, this is about until 18th century, okay? This is information they were saying all these doctors during this time. So, but what is very interesting for us is the magic and the cacao. And what happened? Because all these traditions and costumes, yes, that before the European contact in America, they were using the cacao for rituals. In some way, it sticks there in the collective consciousness, in the memory. So in colonial times, some women that maybe now they were half indigenous, half Spanish, they were mixing. So, but they were still saying when they had to make a spell, for example, to find the love of their lives, or to seduce a man, or to get, or to have children, or whatever, on these spells, it was usual to use the cacao seeds. Because, witches, we use what we have in our hands, and the kitchen is the center. And the kitchen is full of things that we use, from the broomstick for the spices, yes, to make whatever we want to work with the energy, always for good, yeah. So what happened with all these women, or women that they were going to a healer or a shaman, and the shaman tell them to use cacao seeds to make the spell? Well, they were accused as witches, some of them. Some of them, they were accused by neighbors, as always, by the jealousy of people. And the whole Inquisition as well, it was unfortunately in Latin America, and some of them, they were punished because they were using the cacao seeds in magic spells, where in colonial times, it was very strict, rigid society, very Catholic. But behind the curtains, everybody was making magic. Nowadays, unfortunately, Mexico is not the main producer of cacao. And why is that? Because 10 years ago, I think there was a disease on the cacao trees that destroyed most of them. But there are other countries that they are in the Ecuador, that they are producing massively cacao. So but the cacao is still used in Mexico, from in the rural places, in villages. Women, as you can see in the photograph, they are still making the traditional cacao as Mayans and Aztec did. And even there is a museum of chocolate in Mexico City, and they are very proud of this cacao product. So please, if you have the chance, just choose Mexican cacao instead other products, just to help the country of origin. And I suppose because it was the country of origin, the cacao has this magic flavor. So now we are going to talk about the cacao benefits. When I am talking about cacao, it's the pure cacao, yes? Russell and me, my partner, and every morning he prepared a raw breakfast with cacao nibs and some fruits. He put it in the Vitamix, and this is our breakfast. So, you want the recipe? I will ask him. Right, the cacao benefits are, as you know, it's stimulant, because it has theobromine. And theobromine, theo is God. Okay? You know theobromine? So it's just to it gives us stimulation, motivation in our brain. They said that it's like we eat the cacao pure, we are happy, we are joyful, it's like we are in love. Well, I don't know about that. But yes, it gives you energy. And it helps with depression and anxiety. It helps to our neurons to work better, to our heart, reduce fatigue, healthy gut. It helps with the growth of muscles, and it's a very good anti-aging, and it is good for our skin for all the antioxidants they have. So it's a brilliant food, when we eat it pure. However, everything we need to eat or drink with moderation. Okay? Because if we eat too much, probably our liver is going to suffer. So with moderation, or maybe in special occasions, as they do in Mexico, but try the one who is more pure, because why we can't feel the benefits of cacao nowadays? Because it's not the same to eat a bar of chocolate, a Mars or Kit Kat, than pure cacao. Because with the European content, they mix it with sugar, milk, preservatives, and other substances. And they are very good. They are beautiful and nice as well. But it's healthier to choose the dark chocolate, bitter, with 70 to 85% of cacao. And to finish and to start with the guided visualization today, Mexican cooks, Mexican chefs, they said that to cook deliciously, you should sing and dance while cooking. It's good for the soul. If, for example, one interview that I heard, that in YouTube, because I was doing research in this week about this, one Mexican chef said that one day he has to prepare a banquet, but he was hungry. And what he did, I cannot be angry cooking. It's not right. Anything is not going to be good and with a nice flavor. So he started to sing and dance to change the energy. And then it was good, and it was good for the soul, and it was divine. Okay, I have a recommendation here. It's the film Like Water for Chocolate. Chocolate, probably you have watched it. It was in the 90s, but if you have the chance, watch it again, because, explains very good the relationship between cuisine and emotions. Sorry, Mexican cuisine. And, just read the book. The author is Laura Esquivel. Oops, what happened here? Now. So now we are moving to the guided visualization. I hope you found this information interesting. And yes, let's go now for the guided visualization to connect, to travel, time travel to ancient Mayan pyramids, meet Ixchel, and to eat the divine cacao of the gods. So again, my darlings, be ready for this. Sit down, lay down, foot in the ground, touching the ground to be grounded. Back straight, close your eyes. And we are going to breathe in and breathe out to come back to our connection with our soul, to be ready to travel to another dimension in time. Let's go. Very good. Again. Again. Your legs, your feet, your toes, they are now golden roots that they are going to cross the floor where you are. They are going into Mother Earth to the center of Gaia, crossing earth, stone, crystals, water, mud, chalk, everything going down, down, down until you arrive to a cave. This is your cave. This is the uterus of Mother Earth. There you are going to feel the unconditional love. You are going to smell it. You are going to taste it. This unconditional love is going to all your cells. Mother Earth, Gaia said, welcome, my daughter. And she shows you a corridor, a long corridor. There are torches there, so it's not dark. And you walk and walk until you find a door, big door, made with wood and iron. Is heavy, but you need to open it. You are strong and open it, and you go to the other side. You are now on this other side. Everything is green and beautiful. You are in the middle of the jungle. You look at your feet and they are barefoot. Look at your clothes. They are different. Look at your hair, your hands. Are you wearing jewelry? And you say, right, I need to do things. And you keep walking through this jungle. You know the way, so it's no a problem. You can hear the sound of the quetzals, of the birds of the paradise. You can listen the monkeys in the top of the trees. Beautiful butterflies posing, big ones, posing in the big green leaves of this jungle. Mayan jungle, south of Mexico. One of these beautiful, colorful butterflies stay with you in your heart. And this butterfly is going to guide you anyway until you arrive to a big pyramid, Mayan pyramid. And it's honor to two gods, Quetzalcoatl and the Goddess Ixchel, the goddess of flowers, remember? The goddess of the plants and flowers and water and rain and beauty. There are people waiting on the entry for you. They are other brothers and sisters. They are priests and priestesses waiting for you. And first they are going to take you to the hall of Quetzalcoatl, the feather snake. You arrive there and you are going to sit down on the floor. The temperature is right. the sun is coming out. You can feel the coldness of the floor. You can feel as well the presence of Quetzalcoatl. I repeat, Quetzalcoatl's the bird snake, the Quetzal snake, the feather snake. They call your name, and Quetzalcoatl appears first as a quetzal, as a bird of paradise, with beautiful feathers, blues, greens, red. And he gives you one of his feathers. You choose the turquoise, the green, the red, and you put it in your heart. The feather is going to be your connection with him, with his kindness, with his generosity, with his purity for you, for your heart. And now you can see him as a snake playing around, sleeping around from the whole floor. It's a nice snake, don't worry. It's a very good one. It means wisdom. We are talking about Quetzalcoatl, wisdom. So you look at him to the eyes of Quetzalcoatl, or the snake, and he's looking at you, and he's going to transfer for you some information, some wisdom that you need to continue with your life as human, because you are divine as he is, but as humans we are limited. So he's giving you like codes that they are going to be useful. Remember, it's wisdom. So you will have clarification after this session and some issues in your life. But don't forget to say thank you to him. And after all these gifts from Quetzalcoatl, priests and priestesses, they prepared a banquet with plenty of fruits and cacao seeds and cacao drink and music and dancing. So everybody is happy and you are radiant and you feel like, wow, what happened to me? Quetzalcoatl came, yes, to me to give it this feather and to transfer this wisdom. But there is more, my darling. But at the moment, enjoy in this party. Dance with the music. Drink the cacao. Enjoy the company of your brothers and sisters. Celebrate life. Dance as never you danced before. Send your arms and hands. Be free. Now just sit down exhausted in the floor, laughing. joking, but you are going to hear your name again. And now is the call of the Goddess Ixchel. So you are going to another hole in the same pyramid, and she's there. Grandiose, magnificent, beautiful Ixchel. Just looking after every land, every country. And we ask her to stop the storms and the hurricanes today. And she is saying, yes, I am doing my best, but I need unconditional love from you. Send me energy and love to have the balance in the world, in the universe. So we give her now, from our hearts to her, love, faith, trust, compassion, understanding, and force of life to stop these hurricanes and storms that they are destroying so many cities and countries. She said, thank you. And you are going to hear a whispering from her. She's going to tell you something. For you, yes, for you. And now she said, open your hands. And she's going to give you 5 cacao seeds. Cacao seed, as we learned, is sacred, is divine, is full of still theobromine, caffeine, energy. So this is symbolic, but you are going to use these 5 seeds for whatever you need. For example, 1, you can use it for you, for whatever part in your life you need to improve, to have more energy. Could be health, could be work, could be love. And the other 4 cacao seeds, you can send them away to people who really need. Like, for example, a person who doesn't feel well, a person who is ill, that it needs a boost of energy, or for one country as well. So I leave you there using your 5 cacao seeds kindly, generously. But the first one for you. And we feel the effects already in our body, in our brain, in our heart. But Goddess Ixchel said that if we need more, we can come back and she can give us more. Thank you. It's good, isn't it? We can come back and she will give us. And now it's time to say goodbye. She put a hand in our head. She gave us blessings. She gave us a big hug, very warm, very Mexican warm hug. And she said, see you soon. And we say thank you. We say thank you to everybody. We say goodbye to Quetzalcoatl. We say goodbye to our brothers and sisters, priestesses and priests. We left the pyramid. Our butterfly is waiting for us. We follow her. And now we are a bit sad because we don't want to leave the jungle. But it's time to come back, and we will come back again to meet them, to meet Quetzalcoatl and Ixchel. You can come back. This video is going to be in YouTube, or by requirement, I can do this meditation again another day. So we say goodbye to the jungle. Our butterfly stay there, but remember, she's with us as well whenever we want her. We find the big door, the medieval door with wood and iron that it was very heavy. And we move on to the corridor. We walk and walk, and we feel the presence of Mother Earth in our cave, feeling the unconditional love again in all our cells. And now as well, she's keeping us grounded. We can feel that our feet, our legs belong to the roots, to the earth. So we are grounded again. And we are ready to come back and to use our gifts. Okay. So now from your roots, that it was your legs, we are going up now to come back to where you are sit down now. Crossing again all these kind of floors, crystals, earth, stone, chalk, water, mud, until you arrive again to the chair where you are. You feel your toes, you feel your fingers. When I count three, you are going to open your eyes, you are going to memorize everything, you are going to remember everything, you are going to feel happy, joyful, ready for today, ready for this week, full of energy. And with all these gifts you receive, you are going to have clarity and wisdom. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes, touch your body, and you feel like Ixchel, like you are a daughter of the Goddess Ixchel, full of love, happiness, joy, and energy. Okay, receive from the cacao seeds. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Keep calm and eat pure chocolate, cacao, always in moderation. Okay? And please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. All these videos, they are in YouTube if you want to listen them or listen another one that you didn't have time to watch it. They are in Sonia Sarkali. And this is the bibliography I use for this healing meditation and introduction to the history of cacao. Okay, so with this, I say goodbye and see you next week. Blessings and have a nice week full of energy and joy. Okay, I cannot close. Bye bye now.